in a golden age of Golden Boot winners. In 2008-09, Nicolas Anelka picked up the Premier League's top goal scorer award with just 19 goals to his name. PFFT. This season, 3 players already have tallies in the 20s, with Mohamed Salah looking to pass 30 on Saturday. The trio rack up their goals in startlingly different fashions, however. Sergio Aguero in third has taken 93 shots in the 2017-18 campaign. Salah's had 118. Then there's Harry Kane, on 162. So, when we reveal the 20 players with the best shots to goal conversion rates in the Premier League this season, you can guess who will be missing. What separates Kane is not just that he shoots more readily than Yosemite Sam, but that he loves to have a pop from distance. Roughly 35% of his shots come from outside the box, which contrasts sharply with Salah, 19%, and Aguero, 15%. While such a ratio is to be expected from midfielders, Kevin De Bruyne's is 80%, it's less common among strikers. Shooting from distance isn't a crime. It keeps goalkeepers on their toes, forces defenders to leave their positions and close you down, creating gaps for a pass instead. And it looks bloody good when you score. For the purposes of this list, however, it means Kane isn't present, because his shots to goal ratio is just 15%, or 14% if you remove penalties from the equation. We have also removed penalties from the equation, because with all due respect to the man, Luka Milivojevic should not be 7th in a ranking of deadly shooters. Without spot kicks, 8 goals from 33 shots, conversion rate, 24%, becomes 2 from 26, conversion rate, 8%, for the Crystal Palace midfielder, which seems a fairer assessment. Sorry, Luka. Plus, we're introducing a minimum of 30 shots as a pretender eliminating cut-off point. Who, then, does have the best conversion rate in the Premier League? Not Kane. Not Milivojevic. Let's crack on and see, shall we? 20. Marko Arnautovic 15.6%, shot conversion, 7 goals, after he swapped Stoke, erstwhile mid-table regulars now locked in a relegation battle under a Scotsman, for West Ham. Erstwhile mid-table regulars now locked in a relegation battle under a Scotsman. Arnautovic's early performances showed why most clubs don't break their transfer record for a 28-year-old winger best described as mercurial. Then David Moyes played Arnautovic as a striker instead, and the Austrian scored or assisted 9 goals in his first 7 games leading the line, following 1 and 12 before that. Sorted. 19. Steve Mouney's 16.2% shot conversion, 6 goals, another record signing. Mouney scored twice on debut as Huddersfield won their first Premier League game 3-0 at Crystal Palace. Since then, the Benin international has shared striking duties with Laurent De Poitre, who been the Terriers' record signing himself for a week. They've each started 16 league games, Mouney edging De Poitre in shot, conversion and goals. The only time they started together, Huddersfield lost 3-0 at home. No wonder David Wagner keeps alternating between them. 18. Riyad Mahrez 16.4% shot conversion, 10 goals. It's been a topsy-turvy few years for Mahrez, but more topsy than turvy, especially now he's refocused following a disappointing 2016-17 and failed move to Manchester City. Just watching Mahrez play will tell you he's returning to the form that made him 2015-16's PFA Player of the Year, but the stats lend an assist. He's hitting the target with 46% of shots, a higher ratio than in 2015-16's, even, and his conversion rate is more than double what it was last year. 17. Abdoulaye Doucoure 16.7% shot, conversion, 7 goals. One expects forwards to dominate a countdown of the Premier League's best conversion rates, because their shots come from better positions, but it's still a surprise to see that Doucoure is the only midfielder in the top 20 besides David Silva. Oh, spoiler alert! Watford's leading scorer has played every minute except for the 90 he spent suspended, and 2017-18 is already the goaliest season of his career. Bigger clubs are sniffing around. 16. Eden Hazard 17.0% shot conversion, 9 goals. For a player of his ability, Hazard could be more productive. Harsh? Perhaps. But if you ignore the converted penalties contributing to a fifth of his Premier League goals, the Belgian averages a goal or assist every 172 minutes since arriving at Chelsea. It's questionable whether Antonio Conte's false nining hazard helps him, but at least it improves his shooting positions. Again, discounting penalties, Hazard's shot conversion has risen from 13% pre-Conte to 19% last season and 17% this, which is surely linked to a similar increase in shots from inside the box, 53% of his efforts before Conte, 70% now.